Hello, surprise! It's Thursday night instead of Thursday morning. Who knew this morning that it was Thursday? I didn't. I was heading off to the swimming pool and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to do my live and then go swimming. All right, I'm just going swimming. So I was out weeding. As you know, that's my favorite pastime in the summertime. But I was making big headway. I will tell you, one of the best secrets to having a happy life is weeding in one area about once a year, and the results are amazing. And the weeds are like, you know, as tall as you practically, and so they pull out. Well, some of the root systems get a little entrenched. And that's a bit of a problem. But other than that, the results are amazing. A couple weeks ago, and I was looking, and it's now happy and about to flower. Although I will tell you, I'm going to have to dig in there like a crazy woman. There's, I don't know if it's oats, I don't know what kind of grass it is. It's not quack grass, because I used to fight with that a lot, but it's kind of like quack grass, essentially. Anyways, I cleaned out a daylily that I didn't even know was in amongst this greenery. I have about 4 stands of grasses, you know, ornamental grasses. And honestly, I thought this was just sort of more of that ornamental. And I spying it one time. I was like, yes, okay, I better get in there. So I cleared out. There was actually, what started it was there was a few cactus, Canadian thistle, and so not cactus, Canadian thistle. So I went in to pull out a couple of those, and then I discovered that there was this daylily hidden amongst all this tall grass, and it really was. I think it was oats, like honestly, or wheat or something. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I am going to start coloring. And I'll go from there. Happy August, by the way. And here we go. A couple people swinging past as I, So yes, we wrapped up our Groovy Grove. Such a beautiful set. I have to say, I'm so proud of the community that we have. Oops, sorry guys. I'm going to work today with Musical Jamboree. I have had this set for way longer than I should have had it for not playing with it, and it's super fun. Kind of a sad, backwards, mixed up way. Was driving home today, and of course, the fire hazard is extremely high where I'm from, and it says so as I'm driving home. Thanks for scaring me. But anyways, I'm going to start coloring as I'm telling this story. Hang on a second. I feel like I can't talk when I'm bending over back there to do this. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm going to build in a campfire in here somehow or another. I did stamp 2, and that's as far as I got. I actually just came in about 15 minutes ago, and I was like, well, I had intentions of playing today, this evening with you guys. But I actually thought I had missed the chance. So I think this is a coyote, actually. And honestly, I was going to do him gray like a wolf. But now I'm looking at him, I'm like, he is a coyote. Coloring a coyote is harder. I'm going to color him like a wolf. Big gray wolf, even though I don't think he is. Oopsie. He could be whatever you want him to be, right? Anyways, so yeah. So there's a fire just north of us. And honestly, I don't think it's where the smoke is from right now, because we're not smelling the smoke. We're just seeing it like crazy. And, but anyways, yeah, so I was like, well, I can't have a fire. Maybe I'll make a card with a fire. Oh yeah, I got my little Musical Jamboree guy. I'm going to play with him. So I'm adding in some dark, and I am coloring like a crazy fool. Like too hurriedly, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's like, so since about, I don't know, 2 or 3, the sky has been quite yellow. The sun has been, was that smoky? The difference between smoky and light slate, wow, what a difference. Like, it's not blending very much. Let's just go with that. I actually think, do I have the other end of this? Oh, I do. Oh, no, I don't. I was going to say, I think that I must have another smoky slate. What did I just do with that? Oh, here. Is this smoky slate? Yes, okay. This one will be more. There we go. Now it's the brighter color. It's the more right color. If you have too light of a, not enough ink, not enough blend in it, it doesn't do the blend the way that it should. But anyway, so yeah, so this is where the inspiration from this came from. The other day I was out walking and saw blueberry bushes, so I ended up doing some fun blueberries. And now I'm going to do Musical Jamboree. So I am working with, to kind of give me a segue to, inviting you all to come. I started out with saying I'm super, super proud of my community that joined me for the Groovy Grove. And then prior to that, we were doing the Mediterranean Blooms, I think it was called. And we have focused on, with the purchase of the product from me, you get a whole month-long course focusing on the product. And one of the gals, we counted 16 cards, and then I was thinking, wait a minute, there's 17. Oh, where's her card? I had it just here, like just a second ago. Of course, you know, as soon as I need it, the fairies have moved it, and then as soon as I get off here, it'll be right back where it was. But I didn't count, and I don't think she remembered that she mailed me a scene with this little fella snuck in behind here as well, right? Da, 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 da. So yeah, she didn't just do 16, she did 17 cards during the month of July, using all sorts of different techniques and ideas and tips, inspiration and challenges that I sent out. And yeah, kind of, it's a very, very fun. You can make of it what you want. I personally, lots of times, enjoy just even the idea of an idea. The idea of an idea. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes I talk and I don't make any sense because I'm coloring and I'm thinking more than I can think. The smoke. Yeah, Betty, I wonder if it is that fire only because it's not smelly. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would think that if it was actually a burning fire so close by, because it's awfully close by, I would have thought that we'd smell the smoke. And it's really high, so I almost wonder if it's still not some other place. And then tomorrow maybe we'll get hit with the stinky smell of the burning. I don't know. It's super sad anyways, regardless. But yeah, so 16 cards. If you can't make it, if you're out traveling or whatever, and you actually are not going to actually be able to make it to the classes, or however you'd want to say it, it's still, you know what, a challenge still gets your mind thinking and looking and ideas going around, and it still fills my creative soul just to be part of a community like this. So that is my thought and wish for you, is that instead of being all stagnant and then you're gonna hit the road running to get your Christmas cards going, I'm thinking, you know what, come and play along with us. We're working with Spotlight on Nature this coming month, and it will be, I think, super fun. Well, I know it will be, actually. The girls are super excited about it already. We actually managed to meet each Wednesday. A few people couldn't make it each Wednesday, and that's okay. I do record a little tiny video of the technique that we're doing or the game that we're playing, and that's available in the group, the private Facebook group, for as long as it's open, kinda, which is forever. I won't purposely delete it. Facebook might. What color is this? Cherry copper, that's what I thought. And this is real red. I'll just go with real red. But yeah, so the video's there. But most of us have been able to meet every Wednesday. So we're going to continue to meet every Wednesday through August as well. We do a Zoom for a couple hours, chit-chatting and making a card or two. And my husband's just coming in the door, and I don't know if he's forgetting that it's 8 o'clock, doesn't know it's 8 o'clock. It surprises me that I'm doing a live. He may have consciously, honestly thought, she didn't do lives today. but I'm fooling him. Okay, so now I have this guy, and I'm going to, I think, so I vary as I do my dealio. Oh, I never introduced myself. I am Lori LaRose, and I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for, I hope that was on screen as I was coloring. Okay, for like 21, going on quickly, 22 years here. And I need some scissors. Here they are. And, well, that is wide enough, I tell you. Did I zoom out and then zoom back in? What the heck, hey? Anyways, all right. So I just snapped that light, and I'm going to cut it out. And I just need to cut out the front part at this point, because I'm going to put the fire in behind him. His little campfire. There's a little campfire. I'll show you the set once more now that it's facing down. This is a super, super fun little set. And I think lots of little choices. So there's a little fiddler, and there's or if you're like an orchestra person, a violinist. So just depending on what you're doing. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I think I'll maybe cut this around just in case the flames come out behind here. So masking is a fun way. So what I was going to say is I vary between doing like you've been stamping with me for all 21 years and you've never stamped before in your life, and masking is a brand new idea for you. All right, where is that dang? Whew. So it is humid outside. I don't know, maybe it'll rain as well tonight, because I actually just, for my little bit of pulling that I did like an hour and a half or whatever, and I'm hot. I think fussy cutting him, these guys, you do that quite often. So the little otter, I guess you'd say, this guy, and the little badger, and then the campfire. We belong together, just a note, and you're a great friend. Little tiny bits of greenery, and the music notes are going to be super fun forever and ever as well. All right, campfire. This set must be 100%, yeah. So just here sometimes I will say that the set is a different size than what you expect, and then it gets a little bit mucky. Sorry, I'm looking at my mess here. All right. And Stampin' Up! Does have photopolymer as well as these red rubber stamps, the original red rubber that I had for most of my years. So I'm going to take a peek here and see. Essentially, so we used to have to trim our red rubber. They actually were all attached, and we literally trimmed them. Then when they did start cutting them, we still ended up trimming them, I think. Or, I don't know. Anyways, the bottom line is, I don't really like to trim them until I get a label on them. And then putting the labels on pretty easy, but we don't always put it on, so that's why I get mucked up here. All right, so I'm going to, so this is masking. I've stamped this fellow. I've put it on copy paper, so not on cardstock, because when you stamp, when I'm pressing down on top, it has to jump the ledge, basically. So the thinner the paper, the better. We have actually some fabulous kind of sticky tape. It's called masking paper, and it's sticky, just like light adhesive, and then you can do that. So I'm going to see that he is the way he's going to be sitting, like that, I guess. He sits like that. He's kind of go woo woo, and then this will be the fire. So now I'm going to stamp the fire right over top of him, essentially. And when you lift this up, ta-da, the fire's behind him, right? My pausing is, I'm sort of like, well, would it be behind him ever? Well, yeah, I guess he's crooning. He's sitting beside the campfire as opposed to around the campfire. And that's okay. The other thing that I could do is stamp the campfire and then have it on top in front. Like that's the main thing. But anyways, we're going to do it this way this time. So we want some lemon lolly in here, the flames. And then we want some pumpkin pie. What's this? Dark peach pie. I might want some blue as well, hey? Some pumpkin pie. I am just pretending now that I know what I'm doing. I don't. I'm just teasing you guys. Some dark flames here. I think I want some more bright yellow at the very tip. Oh, and I'm gonna need a little bit of red in here too, right? That looks pretty cool though. All right, where's some red? I don't want the darkest red I have. Here's a red. Whew, and I do not very much red at all. But I do know that there's definitely red in every campfire, including every spark, right? That actually just keeps looking better and better. Okay, then I can bring back in this yellow to blend everything together. And I'm not going to put blue in it, but you know that there could be blue in a campfire, obviously, as well, right? And then some little wood here. And I wouldn't mind a different color wood. And the wood actually probably wouldn't be brown, but for our belief, we'll go with it being, this could be bright red. Sometimes the coals are super bright red, right? But these very much look like the start of a log fire still. And they could also be ash. All right, so there's his little self. Isn't that cute? Yes, he is. Yes, he is, I say. I say so. I say so myself. He's very cute. So now I can back him onto all sorts of different things. And I am going to be a little briefer than not. Today's starts starts August. Jeez, the sky is so weird looking. It starts August and the color of the month is azure. So let's go with that. I was just like, wait, Friday's supposed to be. Oh, right. No. Fridays we do the color of the week. And I'm supposed to do it on my cocktail hour. I'm supposed to work with the color or else you guys get to have a little drinky. And so I better stay on track with that. Well, that's kind of fun. Okay. So now when I cut this through, I should have been more careful when I was stamping him. I cut off the little edge of him. And all I would normally do is have that, I would have, if I was thinking, I would have put that down just a little tiny bit because the likelihood of me covering that up with a bow of some kind, all my bows are tied down here, glued down. Who's been busy gluing on my desk? Who? All right, here's a loose one. So then you could just add a little bow and it'll totally cover it up. Do you know what I mean? So that's the idea in my mind of that. Now this is rather black. I like it kinda and kinda not quite. Oh, you know what I might do? Okay, so I brought over, this is the other one of this. I think I might bring this in here and cut this out. This does not actually go through here. Hang on one second, I gotta go around, over and around to my cut and emboss machine. So starting on the 6th of August, some DSPs are going to be on sale. The way I was kind of looking at it, I think, I didn't scrutinize it, but I think quite a few of them are going to be on sale. The basic packs that are actually included in this month's bundle that I curated for us to play with are not. So that's kind of fun, although it would have been kind of fun to have had them. And we could have, so the choice when you join is whether you'd like to have bright, subtles, rich regals. You can choose which bundle of paper you want. And the fun of that would have been, if they were on sale, would have been to buy multiple ones, maybe half them amongst yourselves and go from there. But they are not, I'm pretty sure those are the ones that are not going on sale. And then your $6 coupons you need to be using up as well. Okay, so there's this and that, and then we need, I can do a few more musical notes, might look kind of fun. And then what else do I need? I need something to ground this just a little tiny bit, and I don't think just words. I feel like a little something, something. I'm looking around at what I have. I have like weird little things. think this idea, not this color, but just a little something. And maybe the whole bottom. Okay, I'll maybe try and ground him. And I think I'm just going to grab a little azure. That's not azure. Wait a minute. I have it out here somewhere. That's blueberry. Woohoo! Azure, just at the top there. Not bad, you guys. That didn't take very long. So Friday nights, cocktail hour, cocktail and cards. You come along, and each time the girls thought it would be really funny to have a drinking game. Oh, so yeah, I'll do it. This is not a normal. This card was supposed to be this way. This card actually is the base of this card that didn't get glued down. And if I don't pick up my stand right now, I will lose it forever. So yes, that it's supposed to be a sideways card, but I'm going to make this an easel card. It'll all work out great. Okay, so now, I have not stamped this. So sometimes if you haven't stamped a stamp, it's not a bad idea to take a look to see which way you want it. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of these. And I think that might be kind of fun. Little musical notes. And of course, didn't think about it, but half of those are gone. So I can stamp once more here. They can be going off the page. Why not? I went to a play one time, and the fellow in the play, supposedly, well, he was a hoarder, but he actually was also a concert pianist kind of thing, and he had to give up performing because he couldn't stand letting the notes go, for goodness sakes, if you can imagine. It was based on a real story of a brownstone in New York, of a brother, two brothers living, and yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was a crazy play. It sticks in my memories very well. All right. This won't work today because it's the wrong color, but the Mediterranean paper is hanging out here right beside me. And that was perfect timing. So this color is not the right color, but this would be kind of fun. Yeah, look what I found. More of my Mediterraneans. Woohoo! All right. Up to the top, you guys. All right, using the azure is not good. The azure is awesome, but I have all sorts of different little from this, but that looks hideous. Hideous, I say. Let's pretend this is like this. So just as a look, we can do this. That might be kind of cute, but not. Okay, I don't like this round. All right. What do I want on here? I want, oh, you know, the other day I made that red check. What would that look like? Hang on a second. I also have this. A little red on the bottom. Keisha, if she's watching, will be like, no, you were doing so good, and then you added red. Ah. So my daughter, I gotta brag on her like crazy. She was going for gold today in an 8 down in St. Catharines, the Henley Regatta. They were racing, like about 8 of them. They qualified for the A heat, and they raced like the dickens. They got silver medals today, so super proud of my sweetie. She's been up every morning at like 4:30 to go rowing every single morning for 110 years, it feels like. And so well deserved on her part. Super, super proud of her. And yahoo. Yeah. Yay. Super proud of her. To my kid. Yeah, she's my kid. That's how I feel. Could be shouting from the roof. I was squealing, seeing her come in. So proud of her. They were neck and neck. They were 2 seconds from their third place people and 5 seconds from the first place people. And just rolling their little hearts out. It was fantastic. Okay, that works. Like it. Might trim this down so there's blue all around it, or could bring this down all the way to here. Maybe I'll do that. And then I need some words. And from here, what did it say? What were the words? Where's my piece, my thing? who's my baby? What's my angle? How does that song go? Okay, here we go. So he is singing solo. You're a great friend. We belong together now. Just a note, I guess it'll have to be. And I could add a little tiny bit of green grassery stuff, but I don't think I will on this particular one. But these are very, very cute. Just a note. And you know what? I think I'll do it in black. A lot of times I would do it in a color. I'm going to do it straight onto here. You Make Me Happy would also be cute. So this is cute. This is another set that's quite fun to work with, but it's obviously the wrong purpley color, but that's not a bad. You Make Me Happy seems what good. What's new? Okay. So I'm going to stamp it in black because I think that is the tone of this card with that base. The only reason I don't like stamping words in black sometimes is because I feel like then it doesn't look like I stamped it. Isn't that a silly reason? Even if it is the best choice. So in this case, it is the best choice. I'm going to go with that. When you have a stamp and there's not very much stamp on it, it's very thin like that, you want to ink it up good, but you don't want to press it super hard because you squash it. And I don't know if I want to do it at an angle. Hang on a second, I got to take a little look. So I'm just stamping, I'm basically just stamping off screen to see what it looks like. I have no idea what these guys are. If I can, I don't know if I do it at an angle around kind of the circle. I don't think so. So I won't be too concerned if it's not totally straight, but I don't think I want it at a really strong angle. So I'm just going to stamp it right here. Oh, dang it. It's like the only way I couldn't have it. That makes me sad. I don't think. So this is one thought. Can I do it? No, maybe almost. If I am sticking a bow on here, which I'm getting kind of tired of having glued down stuff here, you guys. The girls have insisted that I glue stuff down, and now I'm in trouble with it. All right. So I have, and I'm going to use it. I have black and white checkered still, and I'm going to use it. But I think I could just get away with it. So push this over and cover it up. I'm going to hit that just a note again. I am just about off the screen here. Just get sat down, you little silly noob. Okay, so now there. That's all it had to do. It just had to be the way it had to be. Weenie. All right, there we go. There is our little musical jamboree. You guys are awfully quiet, but that's okay. I think I stunned you that I was on tonight. All right, so yahoo! Little musical jamboree. A little fun. This would also be really pretty with a little red bow, I think. But see, my red bow is tied down. Dang it. Glued. Look at that. Totally glued. So I can't just pull it off and put it on there. No, I'm going to because I want to show you. I think it'll be awesome. What do you think? Red bow, black bow. Couldn't be either way. All right. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow night for coffee and cards. No, not coffee. Me, I drink my tea. Cocktail and cards, you guys. Cocktail and cards. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy tomorrow, and I will see you back here tomorrow night. Bye-bye.